Enigmatic Shadows. Episode 1: The Whispering Asylum. As the moon hung low in the desolate sky, I found myself standing before the imposing gates of the long-forgotten Harrowbrook Asylum. The air was thick with an ominous stillness that sent shivers down my spine. The spine-chilling Unsolved Mysteries series begins here, where the shadows of the asylum conceal secrets that defy reason and plunge the soul into a labyrinth of unrelenting horror. The Abandoned Asylum. Asterisk. The asylum's imposing facade loomed like a ghostly specter against the night. Each step on the overgrown path echoed with a disconcerting resonance, as if the very ground whispered tales of the tormented souls that once dwelt within. The silence was broken only by the distant howls of an unseen entity, and the flickering lampposts cast long, unsettling shadows that seemed to dance in perverse delight. The echoes of torment. Asterisk. The asylum, cloaked in an unsettling darkness, revealed no discernible signs of life. Yet, as I stepped inside, the walls seemed to absorb the memories of bygone suffering. Muffled cries, distant footsteps, and the haunting echoes of forgotten torments hung in the air like a spectral symphony. Venturing deeper, I discovered a decaying patient log that hinted at unspeakable experiments and treatments conducted by Dr. Nathaniel Harrow, the asylum's enigmatic founder. His methods, obscured by a veil of secrecy, left the patient's fate shrouded in mystery. The Whispering Halls. Asterisk. The asylum's corridors, now dilapidated and adorned with peeling paint, retained an eerie semblance of their former life. The air was thick with an unsettling energy that seemed to reverberate through the Whispering Halls, a term coined by those who dared speak of the asylum's paranormal activity. As I navigated the labyrinthine passages, whispers echoed around me. Ghostly apparitions flickered at the periphery of my vision, and a cold wind seemed to carry the anguished murmurs of tormented souls seeking solace in the afterlife. The Vanishing Inmates. Asterisk. One particular mystery that plagued the asylum's dark history was the sudden disappearance of several inmates. Records indicated their presence one day and their inexplicable absence the next. Rumors whispered of a hidden underground passage, a subterranean labyrinth where the lost souls wandered eternally. The asylum's abandoned cells seemed to echo with the residual despair of those who had vanished without a trace. The mystery deepened as I discovered an old journal recounting a maintenance worker's harrowing tale of encountering spectral figures in the dead of night. A cryptic message. Asterisk. In the heart of the asylum, a forgotten chamber revealed an unsettling discovery, a series of cryptic symbols etched onto the walls. The symbols seemed to pulse with an otherworldly glow, and as I deciphered their meaning, a realization gripped my soul. The symbols formed a spectral map pointing towards the asylum's hidden depths. Guided by the cryptic message, I descended into the bowels of Harrowbrook, where the air became heavier, and the shadows clung with malevolent intent. The Subterranean Abyss. Asterisk. The subterranean labyrinth unveiled a ghastly tableau of despair. Flickering candles cast wavering shadows on the walls adorned with esoteric symbols. An oppressive aura weighed down on me, and the distant moans of anguished souls seemed to emanate from the very earth beneath my feet. As I delved deeper, I discovered forgotten cells, each holding a spectral residue of the vanished inmates. The air became charged with an ethereal energy, and the symbols on the walls seemed to pulse in rhythm with the tormented heartbeats of the abyss. In the depths of Harrowbrook Asylum, where the subterranean abyss bore witness to unspeakable horrors. The mysteries intensified. Shadows clung to the whispering halls, and the cryptic symbols hinted at a malevolent force lingering in the darkness. The subterranean labyrinth whispered secrets untold, and the vanished inmates' spirits seemed to beckon from the depths of the abyss. Stay tuned for the next spine-chilling episode as we unveil the enigmatic shadows that haunt the haunted corridors of Harrowbrook Asylum. The mysteries endure, and the abyss beckons those daring enough to peer into its depths. The asylum's secrets are far from buried, and the echoes of torment resonate through the unsolved mysteries that linger in the enigmatic shadows. Episode 2: The Abyss's Covenant. As I ventured further into the subterranean depths of Harrowbrook Asylum, the oppressive darkness seemed to thicken. The cryptic symbols on the walls pulsated with an otherworldly glow, guiding me through the labyrinthine corridors where the echoes of torment reverberated. Little did I know, the true horrors of the abyss were yet to be unveiled, and the covenant of the shadows would tighten its grip on my very soul. The lurking shadows. Asterisk. The deeper I descended, the more the shadows seemed to writhe with a sinister sentience. Whispers emanated from the walls, as if the very stone harbored a malevolent consciousness. The dim candlelight cast distorted shadows that danced with an unnatural fervor, each flicker revealing glimpses of spectral entities lingering at the edge of perception. As I pressed on, the labyrinth became a living entity, its walls closing in as if guided by an unseen force. The air grew colder, and the whispers intensified, urging me to unravel the covenant that bound the abyss. The ethereal warden. Asterisk. In the heart of the abyss, a spectral figure materialized, an ethereal warden adorned in tattered asylum garb. His hollow eyes bore into my soul, and a malevolent grin stretched across his decaying visage. The warden seemed to beckon, a silent conductor orchestrating the symphony of torment that echoed through the subterranean depths. With each step, the warden's presence intensified, his ethereal form casting shadows that clung to the walls like sentient tendrils. As I approached, the very air seemed to recoil in fear of the covenant he guarded. The covenant's revelation. Asterisk. Guided by the ethereal warden, I reached a chamber where the symbols on the walls converged into a cryptic sigil, a covenant forged in the abyss's malevolent embrace. The air throbbed with a palpable malevolence, and the warden's whispers revealed the unspeakable truth. The covenant bound the shadows to the very fabric of the asylum. The symbols etched on my mind, and the covenant demanded a sacrifice, a toll paid in the currency of nightmares. The shadows hungered for a soul to quench their eternal thirst, and as the realization gripped me, the labyrinth itself seemed to tighten its grip. The malevolent bargain. Asterisk. Desperation clouded my senses as the shadows closed in. The ethereal warden offered a choice: become a part of the covenant, a guardian of the abyss, or succumb to the shadow's insatiable hunger. The subterranean chamber pulsed with a malevolent energy, and the sigil seemed to beckon, promising power intertwined with torment. Torn between the abyss's covenant and the impending darkness, I hesitated. The shadows whispered promises of forbidden knowledge and spectral dominion, yet the price was an eternity bound to the asylum's tormented legacy. The unveiling shadows. Asterisk. As I pondered the malevolent bargain, the shadows revealed their true nature, an ancient force born from the asylum's darkest history. The covenant, an unholy pact forged in blood and despair, sought to perpetuate the asylum's torment by weaving the shadows into the very essence of those who dared tread its unhallowed halls. The warden's malevolent grin widened, and the shadows seemed to pulse with anticipation. The labyrinth, now a living entity, awaited my decision, a choice that would echo through the whispering halls and beyond. The abyss's covenant hung in the balance, and the shadows whispered with a newfound urgency. The ethereal warden's gaze bore into my soul, and the labyrinth tightened its grip. Stay tuned for the next heart-stopping episode as we delve deeper into the Covenant of Shadows, where the malevolent forces entwine with the unsolved mysteries that linger in the enigmatic depths of Harrowbrook Asylum. The darkness awaits, and the Covenant's embrace grows stronger. The echoes of torment persist, and the true horrors of the abyss are yet to be unveiled. Episode 3: The Abyss's Price. In the suffocating embrace of the abyss, the malevolent bargain hung in the air like a tangible curse. The ethereal warden's grin persisted as the shadows whispered a dire ultimatum. Each step deeper into the Covenant's clutches unveiled the true extent of the abyss's hunger, and the price demanded by the shadows became an ominous specter that clung to my every thought. The whispers of torment. Asterisk. As I traversed the labyrinth, the shadows seemed to coil around me like ethereal vipers. The whispering halls echoed with the tortured murmurs of souls ensnared in the abyss's covenant. Each whisper carried tales of unspeakable torment, and the air became charged with a spectral malevolence that manifested as wisps of shadowy apparitions. The symbols on the walls pulsed with an insidious rhythm, as if the very fabric of the asylum responded to the Covenant's tightening grip. The cryptic visions. Asterisk. In the heart of the abyss, the symbols on the walls morphed into cryptic visions, a spectral tapestry that unfolded the asylum's darkest secrets. The ethereal warden's voice guided me through the phantasmagoric scenes, revealing a history steeped in madness and malevolence. I witnessed Dr. Nathaniel Harrow's unholy experiments, the asylum's descent into chaos, and the twisted rituals that bound the shadows to its legacy. The visions blurred the line between reality and nightmare, and the Covenant's price became more palpable with each revelation. Spectral enigmas. Asterisk. As the ethereal warden's voice faded, the shadows unveiled spectral enigmas, forgotten souls bound to the Covenant. Faces twisted in eternal agony stared from the walls, their eyes pleading for release. The asylum's tormented history became a living mural, and the shadows' hunger seemed to feed on the despair etched into the spectral faces. Compelled by empathy and dread, I sought a way to unravel the Covenant's grasp on these lost souls, but the shadows' whispers urged me to forge ahead, deeper into the abyss's clutches. The Veil of Desperation. Asterisk. A chamber hidden within the depths revealed a spectral veil, a manifestation of the asylum's accumulated despair. Shadows clung to the veil like tendrils, and the air was thick with an otherworldly heaviness. The Covenant's price, now an oppressive force, demanded a sacrifice to quench the abyss's insatiable thirst. In a desperate bid to break the veil and release the trapped souls, I confronted the shadows head-on. The malevolent forces resisted, their whispers escalating into anguished cries as the spectral veil quivered with resistance. A confrontation with shadows. Asterisk. As the confrontation reached its zenith, the shadows coalesced into a nightmarish entity, an amalgamation of tortured souls bound by the abyss's covenant. The ethereal warden's malevolent grin twisted into a grotesque mockery of joy, and the chamber pulsed with an otherworldly energy. The shadows, now a sentient force, taunted and threatened. The Covenant's price, once a looming specter, now bore down with an unbearable weight. The abyss seemed to tighten its grip, leaving me with an impossible choice: to defy the shadows and break the Covenant, or succumb to the malevolent forces and become a vessel of eternal torment. The abyss's price, now a malevolent force demanding submission, hung in the air like a heavy shroud. The shadows' whispers intensified, and the ethereal warden's presence lingered as an unrelenting force. Stay tuned for the next harrowing episode as we confront the true horrors of the abyss. The whispering halls resonate with the cries of the forsaken, and the enigmatic shadows unveil the price that binds the living to the spectrum. The darkness awaits, and the abyss's hunger grows stronger. The echoes of torment persist, and the ultimate reckoning draws near. Episode 4: The Descent into Ephemeral Darkness. The abyss's price hung in the air, a malevolent force pressing down on my very soul. The shadows, now a sentient entity, taunted and beckoned, and the ethereal warden's presence loomed as an unrelenting specter. As the whispering halls echoed with the cries of the forsaken, the choice before me became an unbearable weight, a decision that would shape the fate of both the living and the spectral. The torn fabric, asterisk, in the chamber where the shadows coalesced, the veil of despair quivered as I confronted the malevolent force. The air itself seemed to throb with a supernatural resonance, and the shadows clung to the veil like spectral leeches. The abyss's price demanded a sacrifice, and the shadows, now a collective consciousness, twisted and contorted with a manic energy. The veil, a torn fabric between the mortal realm and the spectral abyss, whispered secrets of forgotten torments. Spectral resonance, asterisk, as I grappled with the shadows, the ethereal warden's voice echoed with a spectral resonance. His words were a haunting melody that intertwined with the cries of the trapped souls. The chamber pulsed with an otherworldly energy as the shadows sought to lure me into the abyss's embrace. The spectral resonance resonated with the tortured symphony of the whispering halls, and the choice became a dance on the precipice of ephemeral darkness. The unveiling truth, asterisk, the shadows, sensing my hesitation, whispered forgotten truths, revelations that tore at the fabric of reality. The Asylum's history, once shrouded in enigma, unfolded with each tortured syllable. Dr. Nathaniel Harrow's descent into madness, the Asylum's spectral pact, and the ethereal warden's role as a sentinel of torment. Each revelation etched the truth into the very fabric of my consciousness. Yet, the shadows' whispers hinted at a deeper truth, a cosmic enigma that transcended the Asylum's walls. The abyss's price seemed to echo through the corridors of time, demanding restitution for ancient sins. The ephemeral descent, asterisk, in a desperate bid to break the veil of despair, I plunged into the shadows, allowing the abyss's malevolence to envelop me. The chamber's walls seemed to warp and twist as I descended into an ephemeral darkness, a realm where the boundaries between the living and the spectral blurred into a surreal tapestry of torment. The shadows became a tempest, swirling with the echoes of forgotten souls. The ethereal warden's laughter reverberated through the abyss as I navigated the ephemeral descent, a journey into the heart of the Asylum's cosmic enigma. A pact with shadows, asterisk, in the depths of the abyss, a spectral entity manifested, a manifestation of the shadow's collective consciousness. It spoke with the ethereal warden's voice, a chorus of tortured whispers that offered a pact. The choice echoed once more: embrace the shadows and become a guardian of the spectral abyss, or defy the malevolent force and risk succumbing to eternal torment. As the pact hung in the air like an unspoken oath, the abyss's price became a palpable force, a cosmic reckoning that demanded resolution. The descent into ephemeral darkness unraveled the asylum's cosmic enigma, and the pact with shadows lingered as an ethereal specter. Stay tuned for the next spine-chilling episode as we confront the ultimate reckoning, the intersection of the living and the spectral. The whispering halls resonate with the secrets of ancient sins, and the abyss's hunger grows stronger. The enigmatic shadows beckon, and the echoes of torment persist in the heart of Harrowbrook Asylum. Episode 5: Echoes of Eternal Torment. The pact with shadows lingered in the air like an unspoken curse. The descent into the abyss had unraveled the asylum's cosmic enigma, and the echoes of ancient sins reverberated through the whispering halls. As the ethereal warden's laughter echoed in the abyss, the final chapter began, a journey into the heart of eternal torment where the boundaries between the living and the spectral would be forever blurred. The veil shattered. In the abyss's depths, the spectral entity manifested by the shadows guided me through a realm devoid of earthly logic. The walls seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, and the shadows whispered the torment of forgotten souls condemned to an eternity of anguish. The veil between realms shattered, and the ephemeral darkness enveloped the asylum in an otherworldly embrace. The ethereal warden's laughter became a dissonant symphony that echoed through the cosmic tapestry. The tormented tapestry. As I navigated the abyss, the shadows unveiled a tormented tapestry, a surreal amalgamation of forgotten souls eternally trapped in the spectral abyss. Faces twisted in anguish pleaded for release, their spectral forms reaching out in silent despair. The very fabric of reality seemed to warp as the echoes of eternal torment played out in a grotesque display. The ethereal warden's voice guided me through the spectral tableau, each tortured soul a testament to the asylum's unholy history. The cosmic reckoning. As the abyss unfolded its cosmic tapestry, the shadows whispered the true purpose of the pact, a cosmic reckoning that demanded restitution for sins buried in the annals of time. The asylum, now a nexus of torment, became a focal point for spectral forces converging in a twisted dance of eternal agony. The ethereal warden's voice echoed with a triumphant malevolence, and the shadow's pact revealed its true nature, a conduit for the spectral forces to spill into the mortal realm. The malevolent convergence. In the asylum's heart, the shadows coalesced into a malevolent force, a cosmic entity that transcended the boundaries of the living and the spectral. The asylum's walls seemed to bleed with an ethereal energy as the convergence of malevolent forces threatened to shatter the very fabric of reality. The tormented souls, now a part of the spectral abyss, wailed in an unholy chorus. The abyss's hunger, insatiable and ravenous, sought to consume everything in its path. The final confrontation. As the cosmic convergence reached its zenith, the ethereal warden materialized, a spectral sentinel overseeing the asylum's descent into chaos. The shadows' whispers became a cacophony of torment, and the very air seemed to vibrate with a malevolent energy. The final confrontation loomed, a cosmic struggle between the living and the spectrum. The pack demanded a final sacrifice, and the echoes of ancient sins converged in a crescendo of eternal torment. Eternal shadows. Asterisk. In a blinding burst of ethereal light, the asylum's fate hung in precarious balance. The malevolent forces, now a tempest of shadows, sought to spill into the mortal realm. The asylum, forever tainted by the echoes of ancient sins, became a nexus where the boundaries of reality and spectral torment intertwined. The ethereal warden's laughter echoed through the cosmic tapestry, and the pact's price became an eternal legacy. The asylum, now a haunted relic where the living and the spectral would be forever bound in the shadows of eternal torment. Epilogue. Asterisk. As the final echoes of eternal torment faded, the asylum stood as a testament to the malevolent forces that lingered in its haunted corridors. The whispering halls, once filled with the cries of the forsaken, fell into an unsettling stillness. The ethereal warden's laughter echoed in the cosmic tapestry, a haunting reminder of the asylum's descent into eternal shadows. The enigmatic depths of Harrowbrook Asylum would forever be etched in the annals of supernatural horror, a spectral legacy that endured beyond the confines of the living. Thank you for joining us on this spine-chilling journey through enigmatic shadows. The echoes of ancient sins persist, and the spectral abyss lingers in the asylum's haunted corridors. Subscribe now for more tales of malevolent mysteries and supernatural horrors that transcend the boundaries between the living and the spectral. The shadows endure, and the enigma waits in the heart of eternal torment. Magnifying Glass Ghost.